Double top is? I've heard it's Georgia fuel.
Yeah, I did that during the
Not bad, I didn't warm up up, right? Mine looked up a dog spot this big. Why you running?
Yeah, it was just for like 3 miles. It was a special, it was pretty swag.
Oh, you're from Utah, okay. You doing Hard Rock this year? First time? That's why other people can't get in, guys like you. What do you get for David?
So the cameras are start there. So do the race break here and have them start down there. Whatever.
Hey, welcome. It's fun.
So I'm gonna have you stand here, hold the microphone, talk, and then I don't have a microphone. I do.
You do.
I do.
Oh, good.
And then once you're done talking, tell me now you're down there by that cone.
So do you want to move any of your
Oh no. Well, I've got what I just need them over here because I can't really sit on the screen.
Good morning, viewers. It is 11:38 p.m. Eastern. We are at the start of the Southern States 200. This is Alex Morrow joining you. We are going to have video here in just a second. We are about to do the pre-race briefing. We've got a whole crew of folks out here. It's about to get fun, so hang tight. We're going to line everybody up, and we'll go to video in 2 seconds.
Okay, is it working?
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, folks!
Hey, can we have your attention a minute?
Can you come over?
Yeah. Let me,
Go in front of the white tent.
when, is this broadcast?
No, it's.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you, also, there's a possibility you may have gotten a 100-mile shirt instead of a 200-mile shirt. When you get to the end, or now, check and be sure you have one that says 200. I think there were a couple of 100 shirts mixed in. So after 200 miles, you don't want a 100-mile shirt. So, anyway, we'll move back. We'll make the starting line. Oh, we got 20 minutes. Okay.
Hey, you want me to do the road thing?
Yeah, let's go ahead since everybody's here and go over a few things.
Talking to this.
Oh, okay. First, I'm David Tosh. This is Todd Henderson. That's Mary Jo Tosh. Where's Jamie?
Where's Jamie?
Where's Jamie? Anyway, we're responsible for this mess. So thank y'all all for coming out and running with us. There's Jamie over there in the pink, purplish shirt. So
we've only got a few things that you need to worry about. The biggest one, as we just noticed, we were going back to put a couple of turn signs. The flags are gone where you head off into the woods. They were there because Nikki Harvey, when they were out of the truck, put them down. They're gone. So we're going to go remark that. But what you're going to do is just go about 200 yards up the road. You'll take a left, go about 2 miles. We got an arrow sign out. We're also going to have somebody down there to be sure you turn at the right spot. You go less than half a mile down a small paved road, turn to your left again off on a gravel road and take that back that heads into the woods. But we're going to go, that's where the flags are going. We're going to go remark that. One other thing that could be confusing that we know of is as you leave in the Huffacre area onto Cave Springs, the utility company has put little blue flags everywhere. And they're not bent. All our flags are bent like this. I should have gotten one. And they all have reflective tape on them. The utility ones have no reflective tape. There's a lot of people out here, aren't there, in your neighborhood? That's just be aware of all those little flags are not ours. They go everywhere. But it's well marked. We double check everything as we run down the road ahead of you, putting out all of the truckfuls of supplies. Other than that is anytime you come up to a turn, and if you don't see a sign, get out your GPS, because if there's a obvious major turn one way or the other, it was originally marked. So if it's not marked now, check. We also have the other spot we have had trouble with in the past is after you leave the Low Point aid station headed for Hilltop Blue, you go down Forest Road 500 or County Road 500, whatever it is. I've seen it marked both ways, for 5 miles, straight down the road. It's just an old gravel forest road. About halfway, you climb a hill and cross a paved road that's kind of blind, so you kind of be careful. It's on top of a hill, and continue straight. For 2 years, all the signs were pulled up, and I think it's because it's private property, I'm not sure, but the signs were gone. So before you start up the hill on Forest Service property, I have a sign that tells you to continue straight ahead over the road. And you just keep going. I mean, you're not going to say, and there's a sign, or was a sign when you turn on that says you'll be on this road 5 miles, just so you know. So if there's something sending you off, check your GPS. Huh?
Asking, where was that again?
Oh, I don't know the mileage exactly. Yeah, but it's after you go to Low Point. You go a short ways down the Chief Ladega Trail, which is about a half mile of paved asphalt. And then you turn back off on the Pinhoti, go over the hill, and eventually, after about 5 miles, come down. That's where you hit the Forest Road 500. And that's also where you cannot go straight on the Pinhoti because it goes into the Duggar Mountain Wilderness area, and we're not allowed to use that. So that's why we go off and wander around by Coleman Lake. So, but it's just, you'll know, it's the only spot you go 5 miles on a gravel road. But when you get to the top of a fairly steep little hill and there's a road, that's where you go straight. I have some flour in my truck, cooking flour, and I will go as we go. A few spots we'll put arrows out just to make it a little easier to follow. So that's about. Let me get Todd to. He's the expert on the trail, so we'll let him talk to y'all. So
This is just for you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, welcome everybody. I know you're standing around listening, ready to get started. We will start in less than 15 minutes. But I just want to reiterate the start. It's not going to be a big deal, but there's no blue flags on the first few miles. Until you hit the trail, and then you'll see them. But there'll be turn signs. Just keep that in mind when you first start out. Y'all are all fresh and everything, so you don't have to really worry about it. But no flags, just some turn signs. And there's a left, a right, and a left. And then you'll finally just run into a dead end and dead end straight into the trail itself. So if you've ever run on the trails here, you know about it. If you haven't, I mean, they're just really beautiful. We've spent the past, couple weeks marking, been several people marking. Me and Jamie marked a pretty good bit, David and some other folks, and we just really enjoy the time out there on the trails, marking, carrying, loads of flags. But in addition to these, we ran out, so we actually used some other ones. They're also blue, they're just not bent, but they also have reflectors. You won't know the difference by the time you get to those. Anyway, you just follow the blue reflective flags, but you're going to do there's everything you could want in a trail run here. You're going to have plenty of climbs, plenty of rocks, plenty of pine straw, just really, really beautiful trails. What David was talking about just a little bit ago, when you come off of Oakey Mountain down to the FS 500, that is your long Forest Service road when you make that left. He was talking about you go about 5 miles, you go about 2 miles, you'll come up a steep kind of hill on that Forest Service road, you'll cross over a highway. All right, it is a highway, depending on what time of day you're there. It's not a very busy highway, but highway means cars are going fairly quick. And it's also, the name of the road is called Rabbit Town Road. Rabbit, think of that. Be a rabbit, go fast across the road. All right, so anyway, other than that, just follow the blue flags. There'll be turn signs at most of the major turns. There are some just flags and lots of flags at any iffy areas and so forth. So other than that, plenty of water crossings. I wish I could turn my phone off. There we go. Plenty of water crossings. Y'all got your drop bags. You'll be good to go. The one little story I guess I'll share with you, because I was driving yesterday, a group of runners from the lodge, the Barbell Lodge at Cheaha State Park, down here to the Fairfield Inn, and along the route they were asking, what kind of wildlife you guys have here? We're going to see any bears? I said, well, you could. I mean, there's black bears. You probably won't see any black bears, but they're here. They're just sporadic in this area. A little bit further northeast you go, there's a lot more black bears here in North Georgia. Further south you go, the less likely. The biggest thing you'll see here is maybe, and it'd be very, very quickly, if you even see it, would be like a bobcat. Lots of deer, lots of turkey. All of you will see some turkey, maybe some hawks, maybe a coyote or two. I doubt it. You might see one. That's the story I was going to share with you about the coyote. It's kind of one that I think back about from years ago when one of our races is called Mount Cheaha 50K. It's the race to the top of Alabama. There's a guy, a runner from Virginia. His name was Henry Wakely. Anyway, he was running in sandals. Super fast guy. He was in the front. The people in the front are the ones that get to see most of the wildlife. So he was seeing all the wildlife. He got about to mile 16, 17, and he saw a coyote. And next thing he knows, the coyote was really liking him for some reason, and then started chasing him. And it ran him up a tree. He got treed by a coyote, and he's up in the tree screaming. Whoop! And we had ham radio operators out at the time doing communication, and so one of the guys had a pistol, had a gun, went down, got authorization, shot the coyote. It was rabid. They sent it down to Montgomery to have it tested. So that ain't going to happen shouldn't.